when Gurdjieff says in Beelzebub's Tales that we have to learn to tolerate the unbecoming behaviors of others towards ourselves, usually towards me, it's because that they're not respecting my image of myself or my ego. So it's upsetting. But I discovered the way to be able to do that is that I first have to accept the unbecoming manifestations of my lower parts towards this higher aspiration I have for myself. For years, I thought that the work, if the work was working for me, all of these manifestations that I wish were different would just disappear, and then I would be, I don't know, I'd be living in my Keston body or my higher being body, whatever. But I'm now of the understanding that all of these less becoming parts of me are the same as the life around me. I have to learn to observe. It is not my fault that life has conditioned me in a certain way. It is my responsibility to learn about all these different parts and, maybe like a good parent, monitor my children's behavior and not let them create problems for me or other people as best I can, and apologize when they do. Now, I will say that some of these patterns seem to have gone away. They don't show up very often. But others are still there, and they come up from time to time, and I have to deal with them, especially movies. So my understanding now is that the change that we're seeking is not to force a change in manifestation, but to create conditions inside of me so that my understanding can deepen. My understanding has to deepen. So it no longer seems to me a battle to get rid of parts of myself, but rather an educational program to learn to have a different relationship with them through understanding. So I would describe my general situation now as generally living above these manifestations, but still being aware of their life down here. But if I become negative with them and go to war with them, I've fallen into identification, I've fallen asleep, and they've eaten my energy. So, and for me, this is generalized, really to the world. I can't do anything. I think I need to be realistic and admit what's there, but recognize I can't do anything about it. But I don't have to fall into identification with anything, really. That is optional, and that is a tremendous freedom. Mostly, I have to learn not to identify with what I call myself.